Yale University Press Audio presents this unabridged recording of The Tragic Mind, Fear, Fate, and the Burden of Power by Robert D. Kaplan, read by John Chancer. To Jim Thomas. Ah, the frailty of joy. We are none of us safe. E. M. Forster, The Longest Journey, 1907. Fear saves us from so many things. Graham Greene, A Burnt-Out Case, 1960. Preface. I spent my formative years in the 1980s as a foreign correspondent covering communist Eastern Europe, the Greater Middle East, and Africa, while based in Greece. My interest in the ancient Greeks and their influence on Shakespeare and modern literature was kindled in Athens, from where I traveled constantly to see the very things the Greeks feared: chaos and forms of order so extreme that they were, in fact, species of chaos. Nothing I experienced was more terrifying than Saddam Hussein's Iraq. Iraq then was one vast prison yard, lit by high-wattage lamps. It constituted a level of tyranny worse than even Hafez al-Assad's regime next door in Syria, which I also knew from reporting trips. The only place to which I could compare Saddam's Iraq was Nicolae Ceausescu's Romania, yet another part of my beat. At one point in the summer of 1986, Iraqi security police confiscated my American passport, and I was left in limbo, living with Kurdish militias in the north for 10 days. Despite all the other horrors I had experienced around the world, Saddam's Iraq, with its massive billboard pictures of the dictator everywhere, its multiple intelligence services, its reputation for torture on almost an industrial scale, and its cowering diplomats in Western embassies who told visitors they could do nothing for them if the regime found them suspicious, registered an unequaled level of fear. I remember alienating monumental architecture, like dragon's teeth breaking into the Baghdad sky, celebrating the greatness of the dictator. The intimation of violence was as suffocating as the heat and dust outside the long machine-gun-guarded walls of the presidential palace. All this led me, in the wake of 9/11, to support the Iraq War, despite my worries about what could befall Iraq in a post-Saddam era. I was a journalist who had...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?